Welcome.
Welcome. There we go. Welcome. Thank you. All right. So let's look at our first activity. And here we have done this one before, so you know how it works. We need to find the word that is hidden here. But have a look. This is a little bit different. So they show you which letter are you looking for. So here we are looking for the first letter in the word. Okay. So in this one, the letter E. There we go. Net E, that's right. Okay, so what can you tell me, Mia? What is number 3? What is this one?
Is football.
Yes, so the first letter is F. There we
F.
go. Very good. Football begins with F. So, Peter, what about this one? What do we call this game?
Bowling. B.
What is the second letter?
O.
There we go. That's right. Okay, well done. And Mia?
Is rolling chat.
Yes, so the first letter?
R.
R. Very
Is
nice.
R.
Thank you. Right. And Peter, what is this one?
Before.
Yes, that's right. What is this one though, Peter?
It's a helmet.
Uh-huh. Second letter? Number 2. Letter number E. There we go. That's right. Before. Well done. Good job. That's right. Okay, so there you can see we've got the letter B, and here we've got the letter E, F, O, R, and E before. Okay, so everyone, this word is called a conjunction. It usually is used to join two pieces of a sentence. So there are many different conjunctions. There are conjunctions like and, or, because, when. All of these are conjunctions because you use them to join two pieces of a sentence together. Okay, that is what a conjunction does. It brings the two pieces of the sentence to make one sentence. Okay, so today we are going to talk about before, using before as a conjunction. So can you read the example there, Peter?
Before he left, he gave her a present.
That's right. There we go. So they used before at the beginning of the sentence here, but before is actually used to join these two pieces of the sentence, right? You can see we've got this part, before he left, and we've got another part, he gave her a present. And so the word before puts those two pieces together. He left and he gave her a present. Those are two separate pieces of the sentence. And before brings them together to make one sentence. Okay, so good job. Let's try this. So here they show us the action. That is the first thing that happens. Can you see the first action? Number 1, what happened first? He gave her a present. And what happened second? What is number 2? He left. Can you see that? So the first thing that happened is he gave her a present, and then he left. Can you see that? So this is number 2, and this is number 1. All right. So if you have before at the very beginning, then you will have before, and then number 2, and then number 1. Okay, can you see that? Now let's try another example. Can you read this one, Mia?
Before I go to work, I jog for at least an hour.
That's right. So what is action number 1, Mia? What happens first? What happens first?
Is I jog for at least an hour.
That's right. I jog for at least an hour. Say this one more time, Mia. Hour.
Hour.
That's right. That's right. So remember, this word we say without saying the H. We don't say the H. We say an hour. Okay, good job. All right, very nice. So that's right. That is action number 1. So, Peter, what is action number 2?
Go to work.
I go to work. That's right. So the first thing that happened is I jog for at least an hour. and after that, I go to work. So this is number 1. That is the first thing, and then number 2, I go to work. Okay, so you can see again, we have before at the beginning. So we have before, and then we have number 2, and then we have number 1 over here. Okay. All right, so let's look at some examples quickly. Let's see if we can practice matching two parts of the sentence together. Oh, here they give us the rule again. So remember, everyone, if we use the word before at the beginning of the sentence, okay, then we have it like this. We have before, and then number 2, and then number 1. Okay, can you see that? But you can also put before in the middle. And then, if you have before in the middle of a sentence, then you will have number 1 and then number 2. Can you see that? So you can have before in the middle of the sentence. These two sentences mean the same thing. Before he left, he gave her a present. It's the same thing. He gave her a present before he left. So the before clause is this part over here. Okay. He gave her a present and then he left. So here we have number 1 and number 2, he left. Okay, can you see that? So when you use before in the middle, then you will have number 1 and number 2. Okay, but if you use before at the beginning, then you will have number 2 first and then number 1. All right. So let's see if we can look at some examples and make the sentences. Here we go. So Peter, can you do number 1, please?
Brushes his teeth.
And which one goes with that? Before
he goes to bed.
That's right. He brushes his teeth before he goes to bed. Very nice. Thank you. Okay. So what about number 2? Mia, can you try number 2?
Before they went to school, they ate breakfast.
They ate breakfast. Very nice. Before they went to school, they ate breakfast. Thank you. Okay. So Peter, number 3.
I went to the supermarket before I went out.
Oh, wow, that's actually good. It could be that. You're right. It could be before I went out. I also was thinking that one. Yes, that could be. Absolutely. It can be that as well. So good job. I'll give you the point. So they are looking for a different one.
Home.
Say that again.
You should go home.
Yes. Before you, yes, you should go home before you go out. That's right. Yes. Okay. So that's fine. I will give you the point though. So there we go. So they actually want, I went to the supermarket before I cooked dinner for my family. Okay. All right. So let's try number 3. Mia, can you, sorry, number 4, Mia?
Close the window before I went out.
That's right. There we go. I closed the window before I went out. Okay, well done. Thank you. Very nice.
Before it gets dark, he studied very hard. No, see, you should go home.
There we go. Before it gets dark, you should go home. That's right. Well done. Thank you. Okay, so Mia, what about number 6? Yes.
Before he took the test, he studied very hard.
There we go. That's right. Before he took the test, he studied very hard. Well done, everyone. Okay, that was excellent. Very nice. Thank you. So let's have a look then. Let's see if we can make some sentences, everyone. Let's try to make these sentences. So do you want to try the first one, Mia? Let's see if you can do this first one, Mia. I brush the teeth before I go to bed. Almost. Before I go. I brush. Whose teeth?
I brush my teeth before I go to bed.
There we go. That's right. I brush my teeth before I go to bed. Well done. Thank you. Okay, very nice. I brush my teeth before I go to bed. So, what is number one, everyone? You can see number one is I brush my teeth. And number two, I go to bed. Okay, so Peter, let's try the next one.
Before we move it to this city, we will live countryside.
Oh, almost. Try again. Before we moved to this city, we lived. What do we say? We lived
Inside country.
in the
Country.
In the countryside. There we go. So the countryside, everyone, is another word for living away from the city. Okay, that's what that means. This is the countryside over here, away from the big city. You live in a small town and there are lots of trees and grass. That is the countryside. Okay, so one more time, Peter, before we move to this city.
Before we move to this city, we live in the countryside.
That's right. We lived in the countryside. Good job. Thank you. Before we moved to this city, we lived in the countryside. Okay, well done. All right, and let's try this one, Mia.
Before we went to the concert, we had dinner at the restaurant.
Very nice. Good job. Thank you. Very well done. Before we went to the concert, we had dinner at the restaurant or at a restaurant. It doesn't matter. That is the same. You can say at the restaurant or you can say at a restaurant. That's fine. Good job. Thank you. Well done. Okay. So again, you can see here, everyone, number one. Which one is the first action? We had dinner at a restaurant. That's number one. Number two. We went to the concert. Okay. All right. So, Peter, let's try this one.
Finish the homework before I play the video games.
Okay, yes, that sounds almost right. Whose homework? Whose homework is it?
I finish my homework before I play video games.
That's right. There we go. I finish my homework before I play video games. Very good. And so with this one, everyone, you can see number one is I finish my homework. Number two is I play video games. Okay, well done. Thank you. Right. Mia.
Before we watch a movie, we we make we make a popcorn.
Yes, so you could say we make popcorn, or you can say we make some popcorn. So we don't say it's not but we can say we make some popcorn, or you can say we make popcorn. So you could say it like this. Let me just write it again. So we could say before we watch a movie, we make popcorn. That's fine. You can say it like that. So we don't say up popcorn, right? Because it's lots, many things. Okay, so we don't say up popcorn. Okay, good job. Thank you. So again there, can you tell me, Peter, which one is number one? Which one is number one? What happened first? Yes?
Before we watch a movie, we make some popcorn.
So what is number one? Which one is number one?
Before we watch a movie.
No.
Number two is we make some popcorn.
No, I think that's wrong. What do you think, Mia? Which one is number one?
We make some popcorn. Number one.
That's right. There you can see number one.
Before
and over
we watch a movie. Number
there
two.
there we go. That's right. So this is that is number one, and this is number two. We watch a movie. There, can you see that? Okay, remember, if before is at the beginning, then you have number two and then number one. Okay. All right. So let's try the next one. Here we go. Can you do this one, Peter?
We all went to the beach before it raining.
Almost. One more time.
We went to the beach before it rained.
There we go. Before it rained. Yes. Okay. So, in this one, Peter, can you tell me what is number one? What happened first?
We went to the beach before it rained too.
That's right. Before it rained is number two. There you can see there it rained. It rained is number two. Okay, good job. Thank you. There we are. So here we have one. We went to the beach. And number two, it rained. Okay, very nice. Thank you. So let's go. Let's see. Now we're going to practice another grammar point, everyone. Let's have a look at the next grammar point. And this one, we are using the word could and a verb. Okay. So, can you read the sentence, please, Mia?
Nancy could swim well by the age of 11.
Very good. Nancy could swim well by the age of 11. So there you can see swim is the verb, everyone. Swim is a verb. It's an action, a doing word. And we say could and then the verb. Okay, so let's try. Let's see there. They show us could and the verb. So can you read this one, Peter?
You could eat meat inside of vegetables.
Yes, let's look at this word quickly. Instead. Instead of. Yes, so when someone says instead of, that means in place of. So let me write that at the bottom here quickly. So this means in place of. Okay, that's what that means. So you could eat meat in place of vegetables. If you don't want to eat vegetables, then you can eat meat. That is what that means. Okay, so here they use the word could and a verb to tell you something that you could do, to make a suggestion. Can you see that? The suggestion is you could eat meat instead of vegetables. If you don't want to eat vegetables, then you could eat meat. That's what they mean. In place of vegetables. Okay, so instead of is the same as in place of vegetables. If you don't want to eat vegetables, then you could eat meat. Okay, that's what they mean there. And again, you can see the word could and the verb eat. Okay, so let's see if we can make these sentences. Peter, you do the first one.
She could play the piano when she was younger.
Very nice. Well done. Thank you. Good job. Very good. She could play the piano when she was younger. Well done. Okay, Mia.
I could
I could
I could have
yes.
I could have with your homework if you want.
Very nice. There we go. I could help you with your homework if you want. Well done. Thank you. Good job. Very nice. Thank you. Okay, well done, Mia. So let's try this one. Peter?
They speak.
No?
They could speak. They could speak well.
Spanish. That's a
Studying.
language.
They could Spanish speaks where
One more time.
well after studying for a year.
Read that again for me.
They could speak Spanish where after studying for a year.
Very nice. Well done. So Spanish is a language. So it's like saying English, right? They could speak English well after studying for a year. They could speak Spanish well after studying for a year. So that is a language that you can learn. Okay. So you could say, teacher could speak Vietnamese well after studying for a year. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's look at the next one. So well done. Thank you, Peter. Let's try this one. Mia.
He could scream. He could scream. What? He could scream when he could he could scream across across when
That-
he
Let's see.
across the lake when
Yes.
could swim across the lake when he was 10.
There we go. That's right. He could swim across the lake when he was 10. Very nice. Thank you. Well done. Okay, good job. So let's try this one, Peter.
We could go to the park at the weekend.
Very nice. There we go. We could go to the park at the weekend. Very good. Thank you. Okay, and this one, Mia.
I could drive you to the airport.
Perfect. Very nice. Good job. I could drive you to the airport. Okay, well done, everyone. So let's play a game quickly. Let's help the brown rabbit. So Brown Rabbit is lost in the forest. He needs to find his way home. Let's answer the questions, everyone. Here we go. Mia, number 1.
You could saw a movie or go out for dinner.
No, not quite, not quite. Try one more time. You could.
See,
There we go. That's right. So remember, everyone, we have the verb in the basic form. So the verb is in the normal form. It's not in the past tense. It's not changed. We keep the verb in the basic form, to see. Okay, good job. You could see a movie or go out for dinner. Thank you. Okay, Peter, number 2.
when I was a kid, I could climbing to the top of the tree.
No,
Climb
climb.
to the top the tree in our backyard.
In our backyard. That's right. So remember, with this one, when we say could, then we must keep the verb. You keep the verb in the usual basic form. Okay, so to jump, to climb, to sing. I could sing, I could climb, I could jump. Okay, so remember we use the verb in the same basic form. Okay, they call that the infinitive. The infinitive. Okay. All right, good job. So let's try this one here, number 3. Let's go, Mia.
Before I left my friend, I said before I left party, I said goodbye, my friends.
Almost.
Before I left the party, I said goodbye to my friends.
There we go. Before I left the party, I said goodbye to my friends. Okay. All right. Let's try number 4. Peter, here we go.
Before I took a shower, the hot weather ran out.
Yes, that's right. So number 1, the first thing that happened is the hot water ran out. And then number 2, I took a shower. Yes, good job. Thank you. Well done. Okay, let's go. Number 5, Mia.
Before I saw the doctor, I filled out some paperwork.
Very good. That's a difficult one. You could say, I filled some paperwork out. You can say it like that. So that is okay as well. You could say, I filled out some paperwork, or I filled some paperwork out. That means I wrote things down. I wrote things down on a form. Okay, well done. So let's try one more quickly, Peter. Here we go. Let's do this last one here, number 6.
We could write a letter to the director.
Very good. We could write a letter to the director. Well done, everyone. So let's quickly look at the end. Just the review over here. There they show us. Oh, there we go. That is what we learned today. So we talked about before as a conjunction, and we also practiced could and a verb. Remember, the verb stays in the basic form. Okay, we don't change the verb. We keep the verb at the basic form. Okay, everyone, well done. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Peter. I will see you next time. Have a great evening. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.